Bound by Fate and Blood by Jenna O'Malley. The Merna Annals, Book 1. Chapter 33. Ian. Ian waved at Frey when they rejoined the battle. This is no time to be slopping off for a play date with the enemy. You act like I don't have a deathly reaction to sunlight. Frey swapped out with Harumi, who paired off with Yarn. They transformed back into their tiger likenesses, making a change in direction. Do you find it odd that I tried to unalive you when we met? And yet here we are, fighting on the same side. Not in the least, so give them hell. No invitation needed, Frey cackled as hunters swarmed them. They both saw Harumi did not make the distance away from them as she wished. Her tiger slumped into her human form again, slamming her into the dirt. Harumi! Ian cursed as he saw the dart sticking from her neck. He shook her shoulders again. She slouched into his chest, sound asleep. He jammed the dart into the dirt, cursing from the smell of rank poison. Cavilius dismounted his horse, rushing to them. Give her to me! Hurry! Do it! She will be safe! Frey promised. Ian followed in a dreadnought sprint after the other vampire. Once his hands were free. We need to keep their focus on us as a distraction. What are they after you and Vovery for anyway? Couldn't we talk about this over wine later? To think, you were my captor when we met. The same joke fell differently from Ian's lips. You proved yourself by saving Shifera and the rest of our behinds, so keep it that way. Ian knew the threatening undertone was a promise Frey would take unto the grave. I will hold you to those words. Christian Silas Alexander Sinclair, you are a traitor. Ian froze. A shiver ran down his spine, but he leveled a sword for the enemy's throat. Lightning crackled after seconds of booming thunder to intensify rain. I thought you disappeared at sea, Duncan. Or should I call you the Draco Killer? You know each other? The venom behind Frey's sarcasm stung. He was my father's brother-in-arms, closest friend and greatest traitor. Ian swore, did not waver. How convenient of you to show up here considering you disappeared after my father died. Did you plan to deliver me to your imperial lord Hunter for judgment? The older man's snake-like hiss encouraged Frey to take on a serious battle stance. Attacking one would mean fighting the other. You've learned much since London, Christian, but have you asked yourself why your captors want you to know their side of the story? The cruel sneer deepened on the man's face. Or have you fallen under their magic and manipulative sananades? Christian stays and leaves of his own free will, Frey spat. How dare you speak such a blessed name, vampire? Duncan raised his axe as a visible threat, demanding they surrender. You hear how they ruin even words, twisting what you say to become what they want you to do. Is that your decision, boy? Your family in favor of your blood being drained for siding with the enemy? Ian's face remained unchanged, and he dug his foot into the mud for stability to counter the charge. You will not speak to warriors of merit with such dishonor. Fool! They have entrenched you with their trickery. You still make childish choices. Step to my side, and I will save you from them even now. They are my kin, and I denounce your ways. Duncan launched his axe at them, not caring which one he fought first. When Frey cut in from the left, Ian rained bullets into a crowd of hunters providing support from behind. Out of ammunition, he tossed the gun aside and rejoined Frey in time to hear arrows zing through the air. Vovery waved them onward. Focus on Duncan! I have them! Go! Ian slipped in mud, struggling to regain his footing as rain poured from the sky. The deluge clouded his vision and hampered his feet. Frey moved in for a strike with a dagger in one hand and a sword, arm blocked an overhead blow from Duncan. Ian saw the same opening the hunter did. Duncan, stop! The hunter knocked air from Frey's lungs with a kick to the groin and then the abdomen. He landed on the ground after dropping his weapons in favor of gripping his stomach. Demons like you don't deserve to walk this earth. To hell with you! A single thought caught Ian's ear as he raised his sword to the heavens. Frey's thought, not his voice, prayed, why can't I be the male of merit Lee deserves? Maren, help me. They both expected to be mauled asunder, Ian realized, not caring in the moment how he could hear Frey in his mind like he could Neftiri. Thunder echoed again and lightning vibrated the sky. Crackling storm clouds pounded energy toward the earth. Duncan screamed at the electricity charging the blade to plow into his spine through his diaphragm. He slumped to his knees, dropped the axe's aim, and clutched his stomach as Frey breathed in relief. Ian twisted the sword into 2 circles before withdrawing cooling metal from smoldering flesh. "You are a demonic fool," Duncan groaned. "Consider you and your lying guildsmen to be the same." Ian kicked the dead weight free from his blade. "You will pay with your life for this treason," Duncan gurgled before drowning in his blood and the softening rain. Ian shuddered and twitched from lightning's unexplainable call. He stumbled forward, giving in to the day crescendo of battle's ultimate moments. Gasping, he fought to spit out disbelief between his lips. "Jesus, Mother Mary, and the donkey, what just happened?" Shifeda's blood awakened her power. Shimon was expecting its arrival, just not the elemental form. He used it as a final test, Frey said between gasps. "You are such an ass for passing." "Literally and figuratively," Ian relented. "You're just ours now. Good to know I'm wanted after saving you." "You mean after I allowed you to save me?" "Frey, I saw the whole thing," Bovary stated as moonlight casted his shadow over them. "If it were not for Christian, you would be dust at dawn." "I was lying down to take a rest before dealing with the pipsqueak. No need to knot up your rosary about it," Frey retorted. "Ian," he corrected. Vovary's brow furrowed in confusion but melted away. "Congratulations, Ian. When we return home, we will celebrate your first victory against the guild as our newest Mashiach-Axis. So much easier to call him a jerk." Frey managed to roll over onto one elbow. "I'm certain Abraxas will enjoy loathing us singing your praises." I did not realize he could enjoy anything. Impressing him doesn't even warrant dragging Duncan's head back to serve on a platter. Ian accepted Vovary's hand and pulling him to his feet. They turned and assisted Frey, each taking an arm. "Thank you both for saving me," Bovary said. Ian explained, "You would have done the same for us." "We will avenge your loss," Frey promised in return, forming an open triangle as if leaving room for one more person. They leaned into one another. "And we will destroy these hunters and their lies in the process," Ian swore. Frey's stomach growled to seal their vowels, and 2 sunwalkers shook with laughter. "Not my fault you didn't give me time to eat before I left."